Line Whisperer here for another week of some college football picks. We're in the middle of October. This is prime college football season. Just enjoying the moment. So let's get to it. So my first big days, big plays bet that I like this week. I've been doing pretty well on these. This week, it's the Minnesota Gophers. Plus 28, minus 28.5 over Rutgers. Rutgers stinks. Minnesota's been playing well. I should have bet Minnesota last week against Nebraska at home. Minnesota's traveling to Piscataway, New Jersey. I don't know where they play at Rutgers. But Rutgers is a horrendous team. They'll be lucky to score 7 points. Minnesota's at least going to score in the 40s. No doubt about it. The big plays, bet of the week. Minnesota plus 28.5. So the next bets I like, the bonus picks. I try to narrow it down to one team. But like last week, I liked Utah. And I like Boise State, and I couldn't choose. And guess what? Both won. So this week, I really like Oregon. Minus 3 at Washington. Oregon's been a strong team. Washington's been so-so. This line, minus 3. If this was a pick'em or Washington a little bit favored, okay, I'd stay away. But Oregon minus 3, this line is talking to me. This line is telling me, take the Oregon Ducks. And plus, it's during a day game, so it won't be a crazy Washington crowd if one of those even exists. I don't know. So first off, we're going to take in the bonus pick of the week, take the Oregon Ducks. I couldn't narrow it down to just one bonus pick, so I'm going to give you a second one free of charge. And this is a team. This goes against the green, hence the line whispering. The Florida State Seminoles somehow are only 1 point underdogs to Wake Forest. I liked Wake Forest early in the year, but they've been stumbling lately. They lost to Louisville last week as a big favorite. Florida State lost last week to Clemson, big time. So why isn't Wake Forest favored by more points? It doesn't make sense. That's why we're going to go with the Florida State Seminoles. I hate that chant, but when it wins me money, I'll be owing it all the way to the bank. So take Florida State this week plus 1.5. So now I'll just give out some frisky line whispering bets that I also like. These lines, a little contrarian. They don't make too much sense. So let's start with Iowa State, favored by 7 on the road at Texas Tech. Iowa State has been a covering machine lately. They must have a really good football team. Whether they should be favored is questionable, maybe by 3, but by 7, that means I'm going to take Iowa State. You got to go with them. The second one is TCU on the road, minus 3.5. Playing Kansas State. I think Kansas State stinks. So take TCU. That's the second one of the Friskies at minus 3.5. All right, and 2 more the line whisper frisky bets that I like. Let's start with California minus 11 against Oregon State. Cal should be favored by 11 against anyone except against Oregon State. They're a terrible football team. I think Cal whoops their ass. It's in Cal, so take the points. 11 points, not a problem. They'll win that by 2 touchdowns easy. And the last one is UNC. I like the Tar Heels all year long. Somehow for Mac Brown, they're playing well. They've already had their 2 losses, so now they're going to end the season strong to get their 8-9 wins for the season. They're playing Virginia Tech, who stinks, so it's only minus 3.5. Take UNC. I'm liking a lot of favorites in the frisky, but those lines are talking to me. Those lines are saying take the favorites. UNC minus 3.5. All right, so to recap, the big days, big plays bet is my Minnesota Golden Gophers. 28.5 over the stinking Rutgers, whatever they are. They stink. Team from Jersey. They'll be winning by 28 at halftime. They're going to win this game 55-3 probably. So big days, big plays bet. Go with the Minnesota Golden Gophers. My bonus bets, I like the Oregon Ducks. Minus 3 versus Washington. The Ducks are on a mission this year. They're looking pretty good. The Washington Huskies are so-so. The fact that Oregon's favored really makes me want to bet on them. So that's why we're going to go with the Oregon Ducks. If this was a pick'em or Washington favorite, I'd stay away. But this is telling me the Ducks are going to win and win by at least 7. And my second and last bonus bet is the Florida State Seminoles. Never a big fan of them. They've kind of sucked this year. They got blown out last week. Wake lost last week as a big favorite too to Louisville. So it makes no sense why this game is close to a pick'em. Wake should be favored by more. They're not. FSU. That means FSU is going to win this game outright. Probably be winning at half and win this game by double digits. So take FSU as the other bonus bet. And then I'm throwing in some Friskies down on the bottom. Little things to frolic in the field with the line whisperer. These lines just calling out to me. Iowa State, which has been a covering machine. Again, favored by 7. Big time favorite on the road against the Red Raiders. Those Cyclones must be a good team. So -7, it seems like a lot, but let's go with it. I think Iowa State, it was close. It was halftime last week. They were close, and then they blew them out in the second half. I could kind of see the same thing happening here. Secondly, we got the Horned Frogs at TCU, traveling to K-State. Kansas State is terrible. TCU isn't much better, but -3.5. Vegas thinks they're going to win. I think they're going to win by 10 points. The one I think I struggle the most with is Cal, -11. If this was Cal -4 to 7, I probably wouldn't bet it. But Cal -11 shows you how terrible Oregon State is. They are a horrible team. The fact they beat UCLA is even funnier. Chip Kelly, you stink. But Cal -11, I think they win by at least 14. This could be close. The Oregon State could be covering this game for 55 to 58 minutes, but I see something stupid happening at the end, like a block punt or a fumbled punt or interception return for touchdown for Cal to cover. And then finally, going with UNC. They've lost their games earlier in the year. I think they're going to win out from here on out. Virginia Tech is a horrible football team. And UNC with Mac Brown, they're going to want to win for him. I think they easily win by a touchdown or more. So there you go. Let's win some money.